Uh, in this lesson, we'll be talking about equivalent fractions, fractions that are the same. So let's say I have 2 out of 5, and 2 out of 5 means that we have a bar of soap that has been divided into 5 equal portions, and we are taking 2. So this portion out of the 5 portions. But then I realized that this divisions that I did was too big. So I would want to have a smaller divisions. So I divide this into 2 equal parts. I divide this into 2 equal parts. But since I want to have equal divisions, I have to divide for all of them. So I divide each of the portions into 2 equal parts. And when I do that, I'll have 10 equal parts in one bar of soap. So when I trace this to that end, which is the 2/3, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 portions here out of the 10, which is the same as that, as you can view it. So this is the same as 4 out of 10. Let's look at this. I have half, so it means that I have a bar of soap. Then I divide it into 2 equal parts. And now they are too big for me. So the divisor, I want to do something about it. So I want to divide this into 3 equal portions. So I divide here and I divide there. So since I did it for this side, I have to do it for the other side too. So I'll go and have the 3 divisions. So I'm having the 3 divisions also here as well. So this portion, when it traces back to the original one, I'll still get this being the same as that. So, but now I'll have 6 divisions, so 3 out of 6. Let's say you have 3 out of 4, and so you have an orange that has been divided into 4 portions, an orange divided into 4 equal portions, and we are taking 3 portions out. So that is first, that is the second, and that is the third. Now I want to give a smaller division. So I divide this one into 2 again. I divide this into 2. I divide this into 2. But whatever I did, I have to do it to the other side too, so that I can get a proper view of them. So remember that the divisions are equal. This is not drawn to scale, but the division should be equal. So let me try to make it a little bit equal. So I take this and I trace. Okay. Yeah. So I would now have 8 divisions, but then I took 3. So this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. So when I count the smaller divisions within that section, I'll now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will give me 6 out of 8, which is the same. So assuming you have a fraction like 3 out of 2, and now you want to manipulate such that you would have a bigger denominator, like 4. So you want to divide this. This is already shared among 2 people, but then you want to share it among 4 people, but then you want it to be the same. So what you have to do is that you need to manipulate such that the denominator will be 4. So you find a factor in which when you multiply through this fraction, you're going to get 4. And this is what I would logically do. I will take the numerator and I'll multiply by 2, and I'll take the denominator and I'll multiply by 2, so that I manipulate that the denominator will be 4. So this will give me 6 out of 4, which is the same as 3 out of 2. So let's say we have 1 out of 5, and now we want this further division. So we want this division to be 10. What we have to do is that we pick, let's say, a factor 2, and we multiply through. So 1 multiplied by 2 over 5 multiplied by 2. So this is the same as 2 divided by 10, which is the same as the 1/5. So let's try to do a couple of them. Let's say we have 3/4, and then we want this denominator to be, let's say, 12. So what we have to do is that we find a factor that would make this one 12, and we multiply accordingly by the numerator and the denominator. So this will be 3 multiplied by 3, because I want to make the denominator 12/4 multiplied by 3. You realize that the 3 divided by 3 is actually 1. All that you have done is just to manipulate it so that you will get what you want. So that will give us 9/12. Skip another one. So let's say we have 5 out of 3, but then we want this denominator to be, let's say, 9. So we pick this and we multiply through by 3. So 5 multiplied by 3/3 multiplied by 3. And this, I want to do the 15/9. Okay, so let's say that we have 6 divided by 3, and we want the equivalency of this. We can go for the reverse view. So 3 goes here 1, and 3 goes into 6, 2. So we can say we have 2/1. So we can go on and on and on. So we can change back from the higher version to a lowest term. We can move from the lowest term to a term that we want just by looking at the divisor if we want more or less of it.